Rivalry games aren't always born from trophies. They're born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get run over this time. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down and run. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's O'Leary. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Complete to the right. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
It's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's straight. Fakes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Using the quick game. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Pushes toward the goal line. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Quarterback making checks. Using his feet. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by... And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Nowhere were close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flood.
Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking for a man. It's Drake. Now improvising. Working on the right. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Volunteers look to keep this drive humming.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these...
Touchdown, Tennessee! A great catch and run for 6. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Brought down at the 31. Up of 10 yards on that one.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Oh, they're after him. Shakes off the defender. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Right back to the well. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 10 over Illinois. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. Moving away from pressure. Going right and going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications, too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's O'Leary. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Drake. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. back in motion, trying to clear the picture. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Fires left. Tosses it incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle. It's Pope. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown ball.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Set sail out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw it straight. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're testing the right side here. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He might want another play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the left side. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They just keep firing. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fakes to grab. Made a defender miss. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make it kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
On the move to his left. He makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback may change this route. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fires on the move. This time he's got it. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Drake. And it's picked off at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. I ain't giving that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab on the left. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And the Gators will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football, because he is looking really good.
And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good. You know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Vols in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's straight. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Turning it on. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, second and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. Third and short, I still got fourth down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Rush is on him. Back open in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Now adjusting. Unleashes one. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Drake. Here comes the heat. Here's a throw downfield late. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the play fake. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield.
Time to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's straight. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
He wants to change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
Handoff to the single running back. That will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.